YouTube? It's your boy One Killer Cat back at it again with another video. Let's get it. Yo, today I'm be installing this D12 mirror dash cam. It's got both the forward view and it got the rear view cam you can use as the reverse cam. I am going to mount mine inside the car. Even though I have my louvers, I am going to mount it back there and angle it to where I can see out of out that back window. So we'll see where exactly I decide to run it, whether I put it on the top or on the bottom. Probably be in the middle on that bottom one, facing out so that we can see everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and install this. I have been watching a crazy amount of crash videos. And one thing I gotta say is I gotta have a dash cam in here to be able to catch any crash that happens on video. Because I don't want the insurance company to ever be able to try to say anything to me. As you can see, I heavily customized my car, and whatever way that they can try to cut corners, they will. I've seen them tell people that they were 20% at fault, so they're only going to cover 80% of the accident. I pay you 100% of the money 100% of the time. When I have an accident, you don't get the right to tell me that you only will cover so much. If I pay my money all the time, there's no reason that insurance companies should ever be able to tell you that they're not going to cover the car. You literally pay for full coverage. So I mean, if you're paying for full coverage, how are you allowed to tell me, well, we're not going to fully cover that? So that is the reason why I got my little dash cam. My friend got one, Omega Red, on Instagram. He has one, and when I seen it in his car, I was like, yo, that's fire. I really want one. So he let me know a couple of things, like what I should be looking into, and I went and picked me up one. So like I said, man, it's the D12 mirror dash cam. This thing is beautiful, records. I want to say it's in 4K. Got good nighttime video and everything. So I wanted the overall camera, so when I'm riding down the road, I don't have to sit up and set up the GoPro inside the car all the time. I get my little thing, be able to set it up outside the car, be able to have footage for, you know, whatever. But y'all here for the install. Let's do a little unboxing. Of course, I've already opened to make sure that all my stuff was in here, but I'll show you exactly what it comes with. So right here is the 12.2 inch screen. This thing is huge. Let's compare it to the actual rear view. So as y'all can see, that's what we're looking at. So it's gonna go over this rear view like that. So that's one thing that's in here. Then you have the GPS, because it will actually tell you, it has GPS in it and tell you how fast you're going, what the speed limit and all that is. I determine whether I really want to hook that up or not, but I have it. You just place that on the window up there in like the corner. Here's the actual power module, goes into the cigarette lighter. I'll probably hook it to the cigarette lighter for now, but later on, I'm probably definitely just gonna go ahead and cut that wire and hardwire it in, and it'll cut on and cut off every single time that the car cuts on. It has a bunch of different features. It has a sensitivity tap. So like say my car is off, and you can set the level to low, medium, or high, and it gets a jolt, like the car moves or something down that line. What it'll do is it'll cut on for 30 seconds and it'll record a clip, and then when you get back in the car, it will notify you, hey, there was a jolt, it recorded 30 seconds. So, and it'll do that every single time. So if there's 3 jolts while you're going, you'll have 3 little messages saying you had 3 jolts recorded, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. What that allows you to do is, if you're out at Walmart or something down the line, somebody backs into the car, boom, hits it, your front camera and your rear camera are going to cut on, and they're going to record a 30-second clip, so that you have a chance to at least be able to see front and behind you if somebody hits your car, possibly catch the license plate or something down that line. So I thought that was a great feature. And then here goes the rear view camera right here. So we're gonna get that set up, and as you can see, it comes with a really long wire so that we can run it all the way through all the pillars, all the way to the back, You know, they actually wired it so you can run it outside. It's where it's actually meant to be. But I'm not running an extra camera outside. I already have a backup cam, so this one will go inside the car. And the other thing that I can do is, if I really want to, I can run this camera inside the car directly, like my friend House does. He has his inside the car, just pointing at him, so he can do his videos. I don't have to set up another camera. He can do his videos from just right there off this cam, because it has the microphone and everything on this dash cam. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's get it. So it does come with these little rubber clamps. They actually just go on the back right here, and you just hook them in so it goes around your mirror. We put the clamp on the top already, basically. And then we're just really gonna set this up. I just cut it on. That's the front facing camera. And I can adjust the camera how I want to. Get a little bit of the hood so we can adjust the camera from there. Now it has all the instructions at the top, where every button is and where everything goes. So you of course want to run it whatever way. You can choose whatever side you want to go down the pillars, but you're going to go from up here and then tuck it and run the wires. Put that down like that. Be absolutely careful that you don't cut a wire. I'm cutting these zip ties. Trust me, I've been doing this for long enough. It does happen. Remember that your scissors are longer than the spot that you're cutting. And if you put them scissors somewhere where they're gonna clamp on a wire in the long run, you'll use the front of them blades to take that bad boy off. I have done it too many times. I'm an electrician, and oh my goodness, you'd be surprised how many times I've actually made that mistake and clamped the wires too tight, and then cut them on accident and been like, I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck these wires up here, along here, and we're gonna stop there. But I don't like my wires being seen. So the good thing about this is when this is up like that, you won't see this. So we're gonna push up, go right there, and then go all the way across. Got a little pry tool to get in there if you are having a hard time. And there we go. Cuts on. This is the rear view camera right here. Do I want to put this in the back there, or do I want to, so just so y'all know, right now it does have a little cover on the lens, which is downgrading some of the camera quality. There you go, that's better camera quality. Same thing up here, but I really don't want to leave this off like right now while I'm installing, because I don't want to scratch it. So we're going to put it back in some plastic and cover it up until we're ready to install it. I would recommend doing the same thing. Just get your little plastic bag, throw it in there, throw the little tie on it, and cover it up. But as y'all can see, it's completely working, 100%. So there goes the front garage. Here we go. Yeah. So let me cut that off. And then the only thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna run my wires, and I'm not gonna leave the camera back on. I'll cut the camera back on once everything is in. I just wanted y'all to see exactly what I was doing. From there, you're just doing the same thing. You're running wires from here all the way around down the car to the back, and then putting it out where you want to. And then my GPS, I'm gonna put in this window. That's why I ran everything to this side. I'm gonna roll up that GPS wire, and I'm just gonna mount it all in here, and I'm gonna tuck the excess behind. All right, y'all. So I'll cut it back on once we got something else to update. I'm sorry. It's like a couple of chargers right here. And so I wanted to play around with them. I'm gonna go run their ass down. Not like that. As far as it goes with this fucking as far as that goes with that motion, I don't like that. That's coming off there immediately. If I gotta undo the GPS part of it, so be it. It's not about to be making all that noise every single time. I'm gonna check the settings and see. You're not about to be like, oh, you're speeding. Like, no, bitch, I don't know who you notifying.
Nah, this shit nice. Dang, bro, I'm really jealous of your car. Every time I see your car, bro, I get more and more jealous. I'm just like, ain't this about a bitch? I'm like, bro, this shit nice as hell. Especially when our neighbor was just like, oh my God, babe, you turn your lights on. It looked like a carnival. And I'm like, that's not my car. I'm like, I can turn my lights on for you. Oh shit, did you always have that?
Nope, just put that in. That was what I was saying. I wanted you to see. I just put that in.
How did you even? Wait, that's a dash cam, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, so we're back at it. Got everything installed, screen is up, and everything is put in. Now I did just disconnect my GPS. Only thing I did was unplug it so I can plug it back up when I want to. All the wires are still ran. Wires are ran throughout the top part of here and down the dash all the way to my plug-in. So the reason why I disconnected the GPS, I just took it up, had it at a good little, speed, little mile per hour, and this thing started blaring. It tracks your speed, and which is cool, but I didn't like the fact that it was telling me that I was speeding. I'm good. I know I'm speeding. I know when I'm going fast. I know exactly how fast I'm going when I'm doing it. So, I mean, it had a loud, audible alarm. I'll pull the video up and show you what was going on. There's a little TA Challenger and what looked like a 5.7 Challenger out there. You know, they took off. So I was like, all right, you know what? There's 3 Mopars out here. You know, I'm going to entertain it, have some fun. I was actually on the phone talking with my brother. So I hit it a little bit and, you know, get up to a good little speed, and this thing starts going crazy. And I was just like, yeah, nah, that's not for me. So that's gonna be the reason why the GPS is unplugged. There are some pros and some cons. I really like it. Video quality looks good. We'll upload it onto the computer and really look at it here in a little bit. But video quality looks really, really good. The overall finish is really, really good. I like that I can adjust the camera. I set the backup camera since I have a backup camera. Mine is in the car. I went to set it by the louvers and, you know, pointed out the back window so that I could, you know, see behind me all the time. And, you know, if it ever got in an accident, rear-ended, I wouldn't have any problem, you know, having video footage of that. But the way that you have to mount this, those louvers just don't allow me to be able to do it. So if you do this and you have a charger and you don't have the louvers, you can still mount the camera on the inside. You'll get great quality of footage from behind you at all times. So the con is for how I set it up. This is recording forward and backwards at all time. Well, one is now recording me at all time and recording forward. So if I'm not paying attention and I leave it like that, you'll mess around, and if I use my rearview mirror, that's the image that's in front of me. So if you start looking in the rearview mirror predominantly to back up, you're still looking at what's in front of you. So that's the bad thing about it. And then I know you can just be like, well, just switch the screen. If I switch the screen, it's completely on me. So 9 times out of 10, I ride with it like that. So I use my backup cam when I'm backing up, and when I'm reversing, I just use my side mirrors and everything that I line. So I'm trying to contemplate if there's somewhere else I can move it. You know, I got this front camera that still has to be pointed out the front of the car. So I could possibly put it down here in the corner, but I'd have to rerun the wires and different things, because the camera will still focus on me because my camera's right here. So the camera will focus on me, so we got that. But overall, really, really good product. No BS. I actually like it. So if I didn't have my louvers, I remove my louvers, I'll rerun the wire to the back and point it out the back window, and then go back to like using something else to videotape me. But now I can videotape me in the car at all times. Everybody, I can do reaction videos and everything. I can do blind reactions because I can cut the screen off. Screen's off, so people get in, they're like, what is that? Oh, nothing. Or I can just be like, oh, I got a front facing camera. I can cut the screen back on. So when the person gets in, I can be like, oh, I just record at all times what I'm doing. Boom, get them in the car. I already know I'm about to act a fool. I'm recording like crazy. And then, boom, they're being recorded the whole time. If I want to, it helps me out a lot. I'm trying to get paid so I can bring more mods like this. You know, do it yourself mods to the car. Because I'm all about, like, you know, trying things on the vehicle. Like, there's a lot of things people are like, yo, I ain't gonna try that. I'm all about trying new things on my car, little things that most people don't do. And then I'll get into like, okay, y'all have seen the engine mods on Hellcats. If you want to see how a Hellcat's been built to 1,000 horsepower, or you know, 1,100 horsepower, 800 horsepower, like, I'll do that eventually. But I'm gonna do this other stuff that I actually want and I would use more than anything, because I drive my car. I'm gonna drive my car the same way with 707 or 1,000. So eventually I'll build it up. But right now, I'm doing all the stuff that I know I would do, me personally. The 1,000 horsepower or so, that'll be for y'all. And I don't know that I'll ever try to get to 1,000 horsepower. It's a lot of stuff going in there. I'm not trying to run E85. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll get down the line and I'll be like, you know what? E85 is the way I want to go. I want to push this thing to the max. I definitely will have another vehicle for driving every day, because I'm definitely not going to be driving 1,000 horsepower E85 Hellcat as my daily driver. That just not going to happen. I know people do it. I know a couple people that actually they do it, but I'm not using this car as my daily driver when it's got that type of horsepower to it, and then you got to worry about the elements, rain, and all that type of stuff if you're gonna catch traction. You're gonna simply hydroplane. Like you daily driving and you take it out in the and you hydroplane, ruin the whole car because it was a regular rainy day. You didn't put all that money into it. Insurance company not gonna pay for that, so you just lose out. So I definitely will have another car. But once again, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, man.